A young man once walked up to the Prophet Muhammad and asked for permission to commit adultery. Yes, you heard that right. But what happened next didn't involve punishment, shame, or guilt. Instead, it changed the young man's life forever. Stick with me. This story, and others like it, might change how you see desire and self-control. Over 1,400 years ago, in the city of Medina, a young man approached Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in front of others and said, without hesitation, "Give me permission to commit adultery." You can imagine the reaction. The companions around the Prophet were shocked. Some were angry. How could someone ask something so bold and inappropriate in public? But the Prophet didn't get angry. He didn't shame him. Instead, he told the companions to calm down and asked the young man to come closer. Then, the Prophet asked him a simple question. "Would you like that for your mother?" The young man immediately replied, "No, by God, may I be sacrificed for you." The Prophet continued, "Would you like it for your daughter?" "No, by God." "Would you like it for your sister?" "Would you like it for your aunt?" Each time the young man said no. Every time his expression became more thoughtful, more serious. Then the Prophet gently placed his hand on the young man's chest and prayed, "O Allah, forgive his sin, purify his heart, and protect his private parts." The young man walked away, but something had changed in him. He later said, "There was nothing more hateful to me than that sin after that moment." This wasn't just a conversation. It was a lesson in empathy, perspective, and self-discipline. Islam's approach to desire is surprisingly practical and deeply human. Let's break it down. 1. Honesty. First, the young man who asked about adultery was honest, and Islam doesn't punish honesty, it guides it. 2. Empathy over judgment. Instead of shaming, the Prophet used empathy. He taught man to see others as he sees his own loved ones. 3. Channel, don't suppress. Islam never says, "Don't feel desire." Instead, it says, "Here's a better way to deal with it." Solutions. Provided. Marriage, a healthy natural outlet. Fasting. As the Prophet said, "For whoever cannot afford to marry, let them fast. It lowers desire." Prayer and reflection. Strengthen the soul and create space between impulse and action. 5. Struggle is normal. Islam doesn't expect perfection. What it asks is effort, sincerity, and turning back to God when you slip. Closing message. Desire is human, but when left unchecked, it can lead us into regret, addiction, or harm. Islam acknowledges that. It doesn't ask you to become a monk. It doesn't ask you to be perfect. It gives you tools: empathy, community, prayer, marriage, and guidance. If you're struggling with desire, know this: you're not alone, you're not broken, and there is a way forward. And sometimes, all it takes is one honest moment, one prayer, one perspective shift to start that journey.